Okay, so here we are. Hello, everybody. This morning, we are going to talk about serums in this webinar about the line of serums of Dermacity. How can you choose the right one for the skin type or for the skin condition that you are treating? My name is Elizabeth, and you are going to be able to see this webinar later if you want to review it, to take more notes, so you can study and take more information about our products. So we are going to start in this day talking a little bit about Dermacity for the people that are connecting for the first time here today to this webinar and this beautiful community of Dermacity. So Dermacity is an exclusive skincare brand with more than 26 years in the industry. The majority of the products are made in Europe. Many of them are made in Switzerland in a laboratory with more than 60 years of experience. We have other ones that are made in Germany, France, and we have other products that are made in the United States, but always with European actives, European ingredients, okay? And there is one word, that is the word that characterizes Dermacity, and it is effectiveness. When you start using our products, you are going to see the change in the skin. You are going to see how the products are going to do in the skin what they say they are going to do. Now, for that, you really need to know how to do the skin analysis. The skin analysis is the first step that you need to follow when you have your client for the first time or for other times. If you don't do a good skin analysis, you are going to recommend the wrong product. And of course, the results are not going to be good for that skin. So you need to have expertise and need to be really clear when you are going to do the skin analysis, and differentiate between an acne or rosacea or dry skin or combination skin or sun damage or melasma, because sometimes these conditions, if you are not clear, if you don't have enough information and knowledge, you can do a wrong skin analysis. Okay, so the other things about our company is that we have products for all skin types, for all skin conditions. Our line is very compact. We have like 42 or 45 products in our line, and we do the miracles with those products. It's enough. I mean, you don't need to work with a line with 100 or 150 products, that is going to be really difficult for you to learn and as well to recommend for your clients. So that's a big advantage of our line. It's very easy to learn. There is another suggestion that I, as Director of Education of Dermacity, I would say to all the estheticians, we need to know about chemistry. We need to know about how the skin works. We need to know about active ingredients. When you really learn about active ingredients, you will know immediately what a product does in the skin, how a product is going to work in the skin, because you have that knowledge for the active ingredients, okay? We are a parabens-free line. We do not make tests in animals. And when you start working with us, you are going to have a lot of information. We are always offering webinars, seminars in order to help our clients grow in the aesthetical field, okay? So we have several advantages, and one of them is that we have a full chemical pills line, direct chemical pills. We do not have blends. So we have the mandelic acid, we have the lactic acid, we have the glycolic acid 30%, glycolic acid 40%, and salicylic acid 15%, okay? And we are going to give you a very strong corporative support. You are going to have a representative, which is a person that's going to be contacting you all the time to give you, help, to offer you help with the knowledge about the products, about the company, and as the person that you can place your orders with. So always try to be in contact with your representative. That's the person that you can ask for help when it's about our line, okay? So let's talk a little bit about social media. You are going to find us in social media, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, If you go to Instagram, which is the social media that we are really, really active, you are going to follow us as Derma_Pro. Derma_Pro. You really need to be in touch with the company that you are working with. If you are working with our companies, with our products, you need to be in touch with us. So in Instagram, we are always going to place the information about new products, new protocols, new ingredients. And we have an institute that teach the classes for the persons that wants to have their skincare specialist license. And if you know anybody here in Miami or Florida that wants to have those classes, refer them to us. And of course, as I just said, this is going to work only for Florida, okay, for the state of Florida. And for the retail clients, we have the account, which is DermaSwiss, only that word. DermaSwiss is for retail accounts, and for professional clients, we have Dermaswiss_Pro and Dermaswiss Institute. Those are our two accounts for professionals, okay? Okay, so let's start talking about the serums. You know, what is the serum? How are the serums? Why are they the best formulations? Okay, so serums are always going to be liquid formulations. They could have water base or they could have oil base. That means that sometimes they have ingredients that are more oily, or sometimes they have ingredients that are soluble in water or soluble in oil, and that depends of the molecule of the ingredient that you are going to have. Now, we need to have in mind that products that better and easily penetrate our skin are the products oily base, and everybody thinks water base, right? Because we think the water is going to penetrate easier our skin, but it's not like that. Human skin is designed to repel the water. So that's why the products that are oil-based, that are soluble in oil, are going to penetrate our skin easier, okay? For example, if you have the usual vitamin C ascorbic acid, you know, the normal ascorbic acid is water soluble. And that's why it's sometimes a little difficult to penetrate in the skin. And you are going to find that there are some formulations outside, you know, other products that are going to be really with an acid level and acid pH to increase the penetration of the ascorbic acid in the skin, because it is water-based, it's soluble in water. But now there are other molecules of the ascorbic acid, like for example, the one that we have, which is the 3.0 Etil ascorbic acid. And this molecule has two ends, okay? So by one end is going to be soluble in water, and by the other end is going to be soluble in oil. And of course, this is going to increase the penetration of this molecule in the skin, okay? So that's why we have this product with vitamin C, which is Determinacy. It's wonderful for skin, and it's going to penetrate easier in the skin, okay? So serums are going to be liquid. And when we talk about the order of penetration of the products, order of application of the products in the skin, serums are the first ones. So for the ones of you that doesn't have this rule, this is the first tip of our webinar: order of application of the products. And I mean by this, when you are doing a facial when you are going to apply products in your home, you need to do it in this order, in order of viscosity, in the order of density of the products. If you apply first a cream or an emulsion and then you want to apply a serum, it's not going to work, because you already sealed the skin with that cream or with that emulsion, okay? It's not going to work. So order of application of the products: number one, serum; number one, serum; number two, gel; number two, gel; number three, emulsion; number three, emulsion; number four, cream. Serum, gel, emulsion, cream. Serum, gel, emulsion, cream. This is the order of application of the products. Okay, if you apply first a cream and then you want to apply a gel, it's not going to work, because you already sealed the skin with the cream. Now, so we have the serums are the first one that we are going to apply in the skin because they are liquid and they are going to penetrate very fast in the skin. So serums are the best formulations of any skincare line. Why? It's because serums have a very high concentration of active ingredients. Serums are intensive treatments. Serums are going to penetrate very fast in the skin and they have an immediate action. That's why they are sometimes, you know, they cost a little bit more. I don't want to say the word expensive because expensive is something that costs more than the value. But for example, with Dermacity, our serums cost exact the value they have. So when you compare value and cost, it has to be really, you are paying an amount of money for something that is really good, for something that does in the skin what it says is going to do, for something that has a really high concentration of active ingredients. Okay, so the serums are going to be that product from the line that is going to cost a little bit more because they are intensive treatments. Remember that. And there is another rule that says that usually or generally serums should be sealed. That means that you are always going to apply a serum in your skin in the morning, in the night. And after the serum, you are going to apply another product, which is going to be a gel or an emulsion or a cream in order to seal that serum in the skin. Okay, serums could have Different functions in the skin. There is serum for everything in the skin, you know, for any skin type, for any skin condition. There are serums for everything. But now we are going to talk about the serums that we have and the application that they have. Okay, so apply a serum in the morning and apply a serum in the night. Apply a serum in the morning and apply a serum in the night. When? After cleansing and toning. So the routine for skincare in the morning is going to be with 5 products. The routine for skincare in the morning is going to include 5 steps: cleansing, toner, serum, moisturizer, sun protection. Cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer, sun protection. That's the routine for the morning. If you are going to build a routine for a client, these are the 5 steps that you should follow: cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer, sun protection. If you are going to build the routine for the night, then you are going to use 4 steps. You are going to follow 4 steps: cleanser, toner, serum, corrective. Okay, 4 steps for the night: cleanser, toner, serum, corrective. Okay, so let's start talking about the Etil. This is the first serum that I am going to talk today. Let's learn how you are going to use the Etil, how you are going to apply, which skin type or skin condition you are going to apply the Etil to. Okay, so I'm going to apply a little bit here. You can see it's very liquid. Okay, this is a serum that I have loved for many years since I started working with Dermacity, because I used to suffer from acne. Okay, not anymore, it's already canceled. And for many years I had acne in my skin, more than anything hormonal acne. So I used to break out here in the chin, and sometimes when I am a bad girl and I eat something that I shouldn't, I am going to have some breakout again in the chin. Okay, here in this area, or the jaw, or the chin. And this was the serum that I used to apply to my skin, with as well the serum for acne. Okay, when we 2 years ago we started testing the clarifying serum, which is our new serum for acne, and it was a complete turnover in my skin. It was another story for my skin, but we are going to talk about the clarifying serum. So for many years I used the Still Lift, and I always applied in the morning. I use still the Still Lift applied in the morning. before my moisturizer, before the hydration, I apply the Still Lift. I found that the Still Lift helped me a little bit with some of the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. I mean, this is not a serum for hyperpigmentation, but somehow it helped me with this little hyperpigmentation, of course, that I had after the breakouts. Still Lift is the contour serum. This is the name. Still Lift. 724 lift. 724 lift. And why we put this name to this serum is because it contains sweet almond seed protein. And when you have this molecule of the sweet almond seed, what they are going to do is one molecule, another one, they tied, you know, they between the one and another is like they give the hands and they start tightening. So you are going to feel this tightening in the skin when you apply the Still Lift, and it's going to leave your skin like a canvas. It's going to leave your skin like a silk, okay? This is the effect of the Still Lift. We sell it a lot for professional makeup, for people that does professional makeup, because it's going to leave your skin completely, absolutely beautiful before the makeup, okay? Who can use Still Lift? Anybody and everybody can use Still Lift. This is wonderful for oily skin. This is wonderful for, you know, rosacea. If they want, they can use it for oily skin, for dry skin, mature skin. I mean, anybody could use the Still Lift. It contains as well the soy protein. The soy protein is going to help to seal the moisture and is going to protect the skin from the premature aging due to hormonal changes. For example, after 41, 42, 43 years old, when you start, you know, suffering for the menopause and all of that. And in that age, the production of, you know, in women, the production of some of our hormones like estrogen is going to decrease, and as well is going to decrease the production of the hyaluronic acid. So we are going to use this product, you know, for that skin to prevent that damage of the premature aging, okay? And as well is going to complement in some way the hydration of the skin. I mean, this is not a moisturizing serum, but it's going to help, it's going to support a little bit the hydration of the skin. And it's very antioxidant because it contains Iris florentina root. It's very, very antioxidant active. We all know that antioxidants are the source of youth. The more antioxidants you apply to your skin, the more antioxidants you ingest, the better for your body and for your skin. Okay, so this is the Still Lift. And remember, everybody can use it. It smells absolutely wonderful. This is, I would say, this is one of the products with the best fragrance, with the best scent in Dermacity. Okay, this is the Still Lift. I hope you tried. I hope you tried. We have a special for now. I don't know when this special is going to end, but if you buy 8 products for retail sale of the same type, okay, the same product, 8 bottles of the same product, you are going to get a 9th bottle for free, a ninth bottle for free. So you know, this is wonderful, for example, with the Still Lift because you can sell it very easy. This is wonderful with the Epifactor because it is a product that you can sell very easy. This is wonderful with the Derma C, with the hyaluronic acid, with the Hydra-Q10, which is our moisturizer. So remember, any product, you buy 8 and you are going to get a number 9 for free, okay? Okay, so let's go now with the hyaluronic acid. This is our new hyaluronic acid. It's been reformulated like 2 years ago. And this one is a bomb. It's a boom. It's completely extraordinary, this hyaluronic acid. And why is that? It's because we have in this bottle, okay, we have the 3 weights of the molecule of the hyaluronic acid. So we have the small weight, the medium weight, and the high weight. So the small weight, the small size of the molecule is an hyaluronic acid that it comes and it is going to penetrate really deep in the skin, because this hyaluronic acid really likes to be very inside of the skin, you know, to penetrate. It's easy for that molecule because of the size of the molecule. It's very easy to penetrate very deep in the skin. So it's going to work as a humectant. It's going to attract and hold the water inside of the skin. Then we have the medium and the high size, the big size of the molecule, and these ones are going to stay in the surface of the skin, and they are going to work, they are going to act as a barrier function, as a temporary barrier function. So they are going to stay there, and they are not going to allow the water to evaporate from the skin. So it's going to diminish the transepidermal water loss from the skin. So now you have the humectant and you have the emollient function. So you are completing the concept of hydration, because you are going to attract and hold the water, and you are not going to allow the water to get out from the skin. So that's why this hyaluronic acid is going to give you so much volume to the skin. The more water, the more volume, less wrinkles, okay? The more water you have in the skin, the less aging. The more water you have in the skin, the less hyperpigmentation, the less acne, the less rosacea, the less eczema. We need water in our skin as well for the rest of the actives to really work in the skin. If the actives doesn't have water, they cannot metabolize, they cannot dilute in the skin, they cannot move in the skin. So that's why we need water. Water makes the 70% of the weight of the skin. So we really need water for everything to work in our skin. Remember, antioxidants, water, we need water. And then we have the sodium PCA, which is another molecule that as well is going to increase the water, increase the hydration in the skin. And we have the epidermal seal, and this is another boom. The epidermal seal is a molecule that has a core made of organic silicium, okay? I don't know if you have heard about organic silicium. Is very used by doctors to do mesotherapy for cellulite, you know, where when you have this, is not the fibrotic cellulite, is the other cellulite, like for people that were obese or they had overweight and suddenly they lose weight, and you are going to have this cellulite, which is like kind of sagging, okay? It's not fibrotic cellulite. For that cellulite, they are going to use the organic silicium. Why? Because the organic silicium is going to stimulate the production of collagen, and you are going to have firming action. So it's wonderful for our skin, for our face, the organic silicium. Now, this molecule has organic silicium in the core, and the other part of the molecule is the hyaluronic acid in very small weights. So the hyaluronic acid is going to penetrate deeper in the skin, and is going to carry the organic silicium with it in order to penetrate it as well very deep in the skin. So this hyaluronic acid is a moisturizer, humectant, is going to hydrate, increase the hydration levels of the skin, diminish wrinkles, and is going to firm the skin. It's going to help with the production of collagen in the skin. So it has everything what we need in the skin. If you have skin, apply this hyaluronic acid plus. There is a good tip, and when you apply hyaluronic acid per se in the skin, and this tip is that, remember, hyaluronic acid is not a molecule that has a sac and carry water in it. It's not, it doesn't function like that. The hyaluronic acid is going to attract the water. And so you need to have somewhere water so the hyaluronic acid can work. You know, if you apply the hyaluronic acid in a really dry, very, very, very dehydrated skin, what you are going to feel is like tiredness, but not really moisturizing action, because there is no water, there is no offering of water from the inferior stratums of the skin. So the good tip is that you always apply first, you mist a little bit of the toner, and on top of the toner, you apply the hyaluronic acid, okay? So in this way is how you are going to apply it. Always apply the toner first, and after the toner, on top of the toner, you apply the hyaluronic acid. Okay, so this is the way how we are going to do it. Okay, so let's keep going with the next one. And here, oh, I have some images for you. So you can see here, this is the dry skin. I can see that it's dry because there is the squamation. Every time you see the squamation, you will know it's a dry skin. Every time you see premature wrinkles, like a creepy paper skin, you can see it here in this image in the center of the forehead, between the eyebrows. You can see the amount of premature wrinkles, you know, those little wrinkles. When you see that, that's a dry skin. It's a skin that doesn't have oil. And dehydrated is because you can see the redness in the skin, and as well, you can see the wrinkles. Those are signs of dehydration. So this is a perfect skin to apply the hyaluronic acid. I would recommend hyaluronic acid as well, for example, to rosacea, you know, for skin with wrinkles. I would recommend hyaluronic acid. When you have any lesion in the skin, hyaluronic acid is very good for healing of little lesions in the skin. For example, when there is lesions after IPL, after a laser, any kind of laser, after radio frequency, you know, you can always use the hyaluronic acid in order to help to heal those lesions. Okay, so let's talk now about the Dermacity. I am going to apply a little bit of Dermacity, 1 drop. So you can see here, okay, so this is the Dermacity. And you see is a yellowish color. It's because of the molecule of vitamin C and the molecule of the ferulic acid. So this is another boom in Dermacity. This is another serum that has been given the extra mile, extraordinary for blemishes, for anti-aging, for everybody. The same as the hyaluronic acid. If you have skin, you should use the Dermacity. Dermacity is a serum with a very high potency, a very high ability to work to diminish hyperpigmentation. So every single time that you are working with hyperpigmentation with a client that has hyperpigmentation of any kind, it could be melasma, it could be sun-induced hyperpigmentation, it could be post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, always you need to work with the Dermacity. Here we have the 3.0 Etil ascorbic acid, which is the molecule I told you is going to really penetrate in the skin, the vitamin C molecule, and is going to target specifically is going to target the production of melanin. It's going to decrease the production of melanin. It's a very stable molecule of vitamin C. Usually the ascorbic acid is unstable, so this molecule is a very stable one of the vitamin C. And it has as well powerful antioxidant properties. There is there's another thing, this serum, that makes it extraordinary, is that we have the ascorbic acid and as well we have the ferulic acid. When these two are together, they make a real amazing combination, because the ferulic acid is going to preserve the molecule of the vitamin C. So the product is going to be potent and powerful for more time, okay, when we have these two ingredients in the same formulation. So the ferulic acid, I really love the ferulic acid. This is a very potent ingredient to combat the damage of the free radicals. So we age and we die because of the accumulation of the damage of the free radicals. So because we have the ferulic acid here, this is a wonderful serum to prevent the aging of the skin. Remember, the antioxidants are the source of youth. Antioxidants are the fountain of youth. The more antioxidant to your skin, to your body, the less you age. So Dermacity is perfect as an antioxidant product, okay? And we have here as well the melanostatin, which is a nonapeptide. The melanostatin is a peptide. It's going to penetrate very easy in the skin. It's going to diminish hyperpigmentation incredibly. I mean, when you apply the Dermacity for 1 complete month in the night, you are going to see changes in your skin. There is one thing, sometimes people, I ask them and they tell me, no, I have been applying this product for 1 month or for 2 months. And I'm like, are you applying it every night? And they are, well, more or less, I apply, you know, like 2-3 times in the week, maybe, when I remember. The products doesn't work like that. The products work when you apply every single morning, every single day. You follow your skincare routine every single morning, every single night. So it's like I am selling this product to the clients. When you are selling a product to the client, you are not just selling, you know, a product. You are selling motivation. You are selling inspiration. You are selling new habits. You are selling a new lifestyle. If your client doesn't turn off that switch that says every single morning, take your time, apply your serums, every single night, remove your makeup, apply your products, apply your serums every single morning, every single night, they are not going to obtain what they paid for. Okay, they paid for change in their skin, but that change comes as a result of a habit, of perseverance, of applying every day the products. If you don't follow that, you are not going to obtain that result, okay? And that's something that you need to make clear to your clients, because then they tell you, no, that product you sold me is not good, that product you sold me is not making the thing in my skin. Your question is always going to be, do you still have something left from that product that I sold you 1 month or 2 months ago? If you still have product, it's because you are not applying it, because those products comes to be done with the bottle in 1 month. 1 ounce is for 1 month if you apply it every day. If 1 month and a half you still have product, is because you are not applying in the right way, and you cannot ask me for changes. You cannot ask me for results, okay? So as well, here in the Dermacity, we have hyaluronic acid. Perfect, because the hyaluronic acid is giving me the hydration in order for the rest of the actives to work in the skin. And as well, we have here the rice extract, and we have all heard, you know, about the Korean women, Japanese women, Chinese women, and they all have been taking care of their skin for many years, from ancient times, with the rice extracts. And we know all that they have beautiful skin, okay, wonderful skin. So all of these ingredients, we have it in the Dermacity. Remember, any skin type, but more than anything, skin with hyperpigmentation needs the Dermacity. Skin with sun damage needs the Dermacity because they need a lot of antioxidant. Skin with rosacea needs the Dermacity because in rosacea there is a common denominator, which is usually the client has been taking a lot of sun for many years, and one of the sun damage is that it can trigger the rosacea. It can trigger that a client suffer from rosacea. So let's see different here images for sun damaged skin. You know, this is sun damage hyperpigmentation. You can see the hyper and the hypopigmentation here. You can see, you know, for example, this skin, I think she has freckles usually, but she has more hyperpigmentation due to the sun damage. And you can see it here in the middle as well. When you see blemishes like this, which is a hyperpigmentation, little spots and little spot of hypopigmentation, this is going to be sun damage. As well, you can see here melasma. I mean, she has the two conditions in the middle, in the image of the middle. You have the sun damage and you have the melasma. And how can you confirm when a client has a sun damage? You can confirm that because when you see the shoulders of your client and you see the exterior part of the arms of your client, you are going to see the blemishes as well. So you can ask your client, hey, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, you used to exposure your skin to the sun, and you know they are going to confirm that. So here we have the melasma. Remember, asymmetric blemish, I mean symmetric blemish in, you know, the two sides of the face, as well in the upper lips, you know, the mustache, in the upper part of the nose, in the forehead. You are going to have this blemish, and this is going to be melasma. And remember, in a lot of clients, you are going to see the two conditions, the sun damage and the melasma together, okay? Because the sun damage triggers the melasma and triggers the rosacea as well. And here, more melasma, you know, different ways, but it's always melasma. This is melasma. And here you can see more melasma. Always, if you see in both sides, the nose and the upper lip, for sure, that's melasma. I was just talking yesterday about sometimes we have clients that has the hyperpigmentation only here in the upper lip, in the mustache, and they think it's melasma. If you have a client that only have the hyperpigmentation there, you should be aware of something and ask the client. Sometimes that client, it's been getting waxing for hair removal in the mustache, and it was too hot, the wax, or it was a wax that gave them some kind of allergy, or they burned the client with the wax. And when that happens, yes, they are going to have this blemish. It's a post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation as well. It's the result of a burn in the skin, or the result of an allergy in the skin. So that's not melasma, okay? You really need to know what's the cause of the hyperpigmentation. And here we have, you know, this is, I would say, is melasma, and I would say there is a little bit of sun damage as well here. So for all of these clients, you are going to recommend the Dermacity 3 nights in a row for hyperpigmentation. Dermacity 3 nights in a row. The 4th night, they are going to use the retinol. This is our product with retinol. Wonderful for hyperpigmentation, wonderful for acne, wonderful for rosacea, okay? So 3 nights Dermacity for hyperpigmentation, the 4th night with retinol. 3 nights Dermacity, the 4th night with retinol, okay, in a row. And then you repeat again 3 nights with Dermacity and 4th night with retinol. And here we have rosacea with telangiectasias, okay? So this is an erythemato telangiectatic rosacea, because you have the redness and you have the telangiectasias. So for this person, the Dermacity at night would be wonderful, okay? Dermacity 3 times, 3 nights in a row with the Dermacity. So you have the antioxidant, and you can as well recommend for this client the Recovery Serum in order to diminish the redness and diminish, you know, the telangiectasias. And you could recommend as well the clarifying serum. We are going to see that later. But Dermacity for this client is very good because of the antioxidant action that you need to reverse in some way the sun damage. I'm sure this person, for example, has been taking a lot of sun for many years, and you know that worsened the rosacea. And here we have the Recovery Serum. The Recovery Serum is this serum which is very light green, and the Recovery Serum is going to diminish the redness in a bit. It's very effective for the redness in the skin. So when we talk about vascular damage, you know, when we talk about blood vessels, when we talk about telangiectasias, when we talk about redness in the skin after extractions, you know, you do many extractions and the skin is going to be really red, you are going to apply the Recovery Serum in your facial room, you know, in your protocol, in order to diminish that redness from the skin. You don't want your client to leave your room like that with that kind of redness. Okay, so here this serum is specially formulated for, you know, for sensitive skin, for rosacea, for telangiectasias. This serum contains arnica. The arnica is very anti-inflammatory, so that's why it's so good after extractions, because it's going to help the skin to disinflammate. Contains arnica, contains allantoin, contains as well the visible oil, which is extracted from the chamomile, contains the horse chestnut, which is going to strengthen the walls of the capillaries, contains as well the IV. The IV, it has a vasoconstrictor effect, so it's going to diminish the redness in the skin, and contains the vitamin E, very antioxidant, and the extract of the grape leaf, antioxidant as well. Okay, so this serum is not hydrate, it is not a moisturizing product. It's not going to hydrate the skin. This serum is only to diminish inflammation and repair and help bring down the redness in the skin. Okay, and you are going to use it always when you have rosacea, when you have telangiectasias. You are going to use the Recovery Serum, okay? Like this, a lot of telangiectasias recommend the Recovery Serum. And after extractions, if there is too much inflammation and redness in the skin, you can apply the Recovery Serum as well. So let's talk now about the Clarifying Serum. This is a new serum that we have had for 1 year, almost 2 years, and in our new acne line. And our new acne line includes the Purifying Cleanser, which is the cleanser, includes the Normalizing Lotion, which is the toner, and includes the Clarifying Serum. This serum is, I'd say, almost miracle as the factor for the acne. As I told you, I used to suffer from acne for many years, and 2 years ago I started testing the Clarifying Serum. And it was, you know, it was a turnover in my skin. It was completely different in my skin. So every time I have like a big pimple, I apply the Clarifying Serum, and you know, from one night to the next day, I diminished the inflammation. It like diminished the lesion. So it's absolutely wonderful for acne, this Clarifying Serum. It contains prebiotics. Remember, our new acne line contains prebiotics, which are going to balance and the microbiota, you know, of the skin. It's going to balance the bacteria of the skin in a very natural way. So this serum is not to dry or over dry your skin. It's not going to dehydrate your skin. It's going to tackle the acne in a very natural way. That's why I love it so much. And it's going to diminish inflammation. It contains azelaic acid to diminish the hyperpigmentation of the acne, and very antibacterial. Contains the licorice, which is very anti-inflammatory ingredient, wonderful ingredient. The licorice contains the horse chestnut and the ivy, as well as the Recovery Serum. So this Clarifying Serum is going to diminish the redness as well in the skin. It contains the Gotu Kola. Girls, the Gotu Kola is outstanding when you use it for acne, because Gotu Kola is very healing for the skin, for the skin. So when you have acne, you have that many lesions in the skin that you need to heal. Okay, so the Gotu Kola is going to do that action. Contains the fucus. Fucus is an algae which is going to increase in many levels the hydration of the skin, and contains the horse chestnut as well, which is going to strengthen the walls of the capillaries. So Clarifying Serum, you are going to use it always when there is breakouts, you know, in the skin. If you have inflammatory acne, papulopustular acne, cystic acne, a little bit of acne, always recommend the Clarifying Serum. As well, we can use the Clarifying Serum for rosacea, for erythematous telangiectasic rosacea, or for papulopustular rosacea, the one where you have the little red dots. I am going to show you some images here. So we have here for inflammatory acne, you know, a little bit of acne, too much acne, very inflammatory acne, a little bit inflammatory acne. Always recommend the Clarifying Serum, okay? You need to, there are these three products with prebiotics. You need to recommend them for the acne together. Purifying Cleanser, Normalizing Lotion, Clarifying Serum should be the three products in order for them to work, because they potentialize, okay, each other. They act in synergy. Of course, if you have a rosacea, you can only, you know, recommend the Clarifying Serum, but for acne, you need the three products. For papulopustular rosacea, you can see it here, the rosacea where you have these little red dots like papules, okay? This happens because due to the proliferation of a mite, which is the Demodex folliculorum. And usually when you are in this stage of rosacea, this level of rosacea, you will need the Metrogel, which is a medicine, is a drug, is a product that you apply to the skin, and it has to be prescribed by doctors. The Metrogel is the only thing that's going to control the proliferation of the mite. There are skins with this papulopustular rosacea that they are not going to tolerate the Metrogel, and I recommend 100% to use in the night. Every fortnight you are going to apply the retinol, okay? So you could apply 3 nights in a row the clarifying serum, and the 4th night you could apply the retinol, okay? This could be for this papulopustular rosacea. And here we have for acne and rosacea. You know, sometimes people call this acne rosacea, but I don't like to call it like that. I think this is 2 conditions in one phase. We have the acne here and we have the rosacea here, okay? So we have the 2 conditions here, and you need to tackle the 2 conditions. So the clarifying serum is gonna be perfect, absolutely ideal for this skin, because it's going to tackle the rosacea and it's going to tackle the acne. And yes, you will need here the purifying cleanser, the normalizing lotion as well. You know, you need to treat this like an acne, but remember these 3 products are not going to over dry your skin, so it's going to be perfect for that, for this skin. And here we have the Anti-Impurities Complex. This is a serum that we have had for many years in Dermacity, and is a drying complex, antiseptic complex. It's going to dry the lesion. One big thing in the anti-impurities complex is that you really need to apply spot treatment. You are not going to apply the anti-impurities complex in the whole phase. Okay, if you, for example, apply the anti-impurities complex in this whole phase, you are going to burn it because there is too much sensitivity here. The skin, you can see, is too dry, is too dehydrated. If you apply this serum in this whole phase, you burn it. So you need to apply the anti-impurities complex with a Q-tip, and you take a little bit and you are going to apply spot treatment only where the lesions of acne are, okay? This one contains salicylic acid, so it's going to dry, you know, that lesion. It contains sulfur as well, wonderful for acne. It contains the retinol palmitate, okay? It contains vitamin A in order to diminish the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So it's when you do, for example, the extractions, when you're doing the acne treatment, and if you are following our master protocol for acne, you will see that after extractions, you are going to take the Q-tip and you are going to apply the Recovery Serum, the Anti-Impurities Complex, in all those lesions, and they are going to dry very fast. And the client at home, after the extractions, after the facial as well, is going to apply the Anti-Impurities Serum with a Q-tip, and you are going to see big differences, okay, in that skin when you apply like that. The Anti-Impurities Complex as well, you could apply some pumps, because the professional one comes with a pump, and you could apply 2 or 3 pumps to the water that you are using to clean the face, the skin of your client, okay? Also, you are going to use it for any inflammatory acne, for papules, for pustules. You are always going to apply the Anti-Impurities Complex. Remember, spot treatment, okay? Okay, so here I have now the essential kits. These are kits that we have designed in Dermacity for each skin type or each skin condition. We have these ones for normal skin, for dry skin, for combination skin, acne, sensitive skin, for hyperpigmentation, mature skin, and oily skin, okay? And the good thing is that you have the regular price here to your right side, and you have the 10% discount in July for all the essential kits. Remember, a lot more clients use the products at home if you compare the amount of clients that go to a spa. So right now, all the estheticians are, you know, kind of suffering and complaining because the spas are closed for quarantine and people are not going as so much to the spas. And we need to have in mind that as estheticians, we have a license, and this license support us for more than just doing facials in a facial room. We can do skin analysis, and we can recommend products for use at home. That is what everybody is asking right now. So ignite your business, boost your business with the recommendation of products to use at home. You need to take more time to educate your client and to guide your client, but that's your role. That's our role as estheticians. And so we need to do these little videos and, you know, teach our clients of how to apply the products, how to apply a scrub, how to clean your skin, how to remove the makeup of your eyes, how to apply a moisturizer, how to apply a serum, how to do a wonderful massage at night for your skin. We can do all of that and help our clients to use the product at home. Clients are buying, they are buying online, they are buying, you know, in different ways. So you need to be that star, that guidance star for your client when it comes to skincare. These essential kits are your tool to introduce the products to your clients, because this is a routine, you know, it's the basic routine. Now, if your client wants more than that, then you can recommend another products and another corrective products. But this is the basic routine for each skin type and each skin condition. We have another thing in Dermacity. We have drop shipping. So you place your order and you give us the address of your client, and we ship the kit and we ship the product directly to your client. You don't have to do the delivery, okay? So remember, you pay for your client for your order, and we ship directly to your clients. So here I have different routines. So I have here the routine for this is the essential kit for hyperpigmentation. And I have here the routines, okay? These are the routines. So this is the routine for hyperpigmentation, just for you to take pictures so you can know what you can recommend to your clients. This is the routine for sun damage, skin with sun damage. And we have here the routine for acne, skincare routine for acne. And we have here for oily skin, no acne, but oily skin, we have here the routine. And we have here for rosacea, skincare routine for rosacea. You are so quiet, girls. I am not seeing any comment. I'm not seeing any question. I don't know. Sometimes when this happened to me, everybody said me, no, I'm taking note. I don't have time to make any comment. But I would appreciate if you put me something here in the chat window. So here we have the routine for combination skin, routine for combination skin, routine for mature skin, you know, after 40, 43, 45 years old, mature skin, routine for dry skin, routine for dry skin. And this is all for today, girls. So we have here the essential kits. Remember to apply serums in the morning, serums in the night, anti-aging, antioxidant, wonderful formulations for our skin. So this is all for today. I'm going to see you in the next webinar or in the next seminar. Thank you for connecting with us. So I have finally here a comment. Caroline. Do we earn a commission when we use the drop shipping for our clients? Of course, Caroline, it's your usual commission as an esthetician. You know, you put your order and you are going to charge your client what you need to charge. Remember, always you double the price of the product. So you pay us the price of the product, wholesale price, and you charge your client retail charge, okay? And you just put the order with us and we ship to your client and you charge to your client. You know, this is the whole process, but we don't have nothing to do with the charge that you make to your client, okay? So you charge what you need to charge to your client and you pay us only for the product. Oh, hyperpigmentation slide, hyperpigmentation, here it is. Here it is. Danelli. And okay, thank you, Caroline. And thank you, Luz Peralta. Have a nice day too. Okay, thank you for connecting with us, for taking this time to know more about Dermacity products. Thank you, Jean, for connecting today as well, and have a wonderful afternoon.